Good morning, everyone. I'm on the second week of getting up super early to go train. I'm actually waiting for Joe. He's picking me up now that I know that he drives by my house to go to the studio. I gotta admit, I'm starting to feel better in the morning in terms of being able to get up and have energy in the morning, but man, like my body is fighting it so hard. It's fighting the changing, like the arcaded rhythm or something like that. I forget exactly what it's called, but I'm so used to going to bed later and waking up later that last night I was like just so anxious I couldn't fall asleep. I went to bed like at 10:30, and then I just kept looking at the clock, and it was like 11, 11:30, 12, 12:30, 1, 1:15. And then I was just getting more anxious because I knew I was waking up at 5:30, and it's like, oh my God, so now I'm like 4 hours asleep. So what are you gonna do, right? I guess it's just gonna keep sucking like that until I get used to it. But let's go lift. Enough complaining. I got all my stuff piled on the floor, so as soon as Joe gets here, I can just leave. And I even got Joe a little pre-workout right here, BSN Endo Rush. If you're asleep in the morning and you need something quick to wake you up, just chug this baby. 350 milligrams of caffeine. I mean, if that doesn't get you going, I don't know what will. And it's Blue Raz, which I think is the best tasting pre-workout I've ever had. Ooh, it's cold and slippery out. There he is in his big red truck. Good morning.
Morning.
Bell's confused. It's like, I can't get in there, it's too high. All right, we're gonna be going Ultra Instinct today, boys. Joe's already warming up. Damn, it's dark. Joe and Bello will get nice and warm.
Yep.
You ready for a push day?
Absolutely.
I gotta do that too. Joe and I are warming up right now. We're gonna switch things up this time, guys, and do cheat and recover with dumbbells, which can be a bit harder, obviously, with the overloading, but it is possible to do, especially when you have a workout partner. So before we start with that, we're gonna be doing some warming up, some shoulder breakers, and then some light sets of dumbbells to get the chest nice and prepped and ready to go. So we're gonna start off our workout once again with chest, obviously. We're doing our push day, but instead of doing the barbell bench press, we're going to use dumbbells, and we are doing cheat and recover. So I do want you guys to do a warm-up set where you are overloading. You're probably not gonna use your max weight, but you are gonna overload, and you're also gonna do the recover set on your own. Just literally get the blood flowing, get things moving, get those shoulders warmed up, get that chest firing to ensure you can lift as much weight as possible when you get into your working sets. You know it's gonna be a fun day when your warm-up set feels like your working set. What do you have to say about that? How'd your warm-up set feel?
The first one wasn't too bad, but I mean, it was only like 40 pounds just to get the chest moving.
But it still felt heavy though, right?
Yeah, everything feels heavy at 6 o'clock in the morning.
But we're gonna kill it anyways! Now for the working sets, guys, you're gonna be doing 8 total sets. So cheat and recover, it actually brings it to a total volume of 16 sets, because you're doing cheat and recover. They can both count as one set apiece, even though you're doing them together, almost like a drop set. So as you guys can see here, I'm overloading, I'm controlling the dumbbells on that negative, I'm going a little slower than normal, really feeling the chest work. My workout partner, Joe, steps in, grabs my elbows, brings me back to the top of the movement, but it's up to me to control that negative on every single repetition. If you've never done these before, I recommend going maybe a little lighter than normal, but make sure you are overloading as much as possible. And as soon as you're done, you're going to go into your recover set, which again is 8 repetitions. However, this time you are doing the weight on your own. I mean, you can have a spotter behind you if you think you might need it, but the whole point of cheat and recover is to get to the point to where you are doing the recovers fully on your own, with the intention of you've pre-exhausted the chest with the cheat reps, so you won't need as much weight on the recovers to get a good workout. As you guys can see, I was doing 105s in the cheats, and I'm using 60s on the recovers, and I am having a hard time with this. But like I said, I'm still getting used to the workout myself at 6 a.m. It's so weird, guys. It's like during the cheat set, you're holding heavy weight over you, you're doing it, it doesn't feel like too heavy. Like it feels heavy, but not too heavy. Then you go to the recover set, And it's like the 60-pound dumbbells feel so much heavier than they should. Man, like, jeez. It's all about those little mental wins, guys. Even if they're only 0.5 pounds per side. Next up for me, guys, is the barbell overhead press. And obviously for the cheat reps, just like you saw in the first video, we're overloading and we're using the push press to help get the weight above our head. But once the weight's above the head, all we're gonna do is control that negative, bringing that barbell down to our chest every single time. But also making sure that when you're pressing the weight over your head, you're pushing through all the way. The bar should go over your head and basically behind your head on every single repetition. And you know, it might have been kind of funny that I added 0.5 pound weights here, but at the end of the day, guys, as long as you're adding weight as much as you can, whenever you can, that's what overloading is all about. So who knows, by next week I might be adding, you know, 3 pounds, then 5 pounds, then 10 pounds. And that's how you get your weights back up. And for me, especially with not being used to training in the morning, having those micro weights is actually being helpful. And it's setting a positive example just visually for me, seeing that I am adding weight and seeing that I am getting stronger and I am getting my strength back in the morning. It's helping me push myself on all my exercises and all my movements. And then when it comes to the recover reps, guys, even if you have to use a little bit of momentum to finish that set, I'd rather you get 5 or 6 reps perfect on your own and then have to use a little momentum on those last few to always make sure you're pushing as much weight as you can and always progressing with the movement. And then I'm trying to get some extra trap work in, so I'm doing 12 repetitions of a barbell upright row, and I'm just doing 12 straight reps in between all my sets for the overhead barbell press. So as you can see, Joe's in the background doing his push presses, and then as soon as he's finished here, he's going to go over and do the upright rows as well. And then as soon as we finish 8 reps, 8 sets of that exercise, move on to the weighted dips. And guys, I recommend, even if you are feeling warm, there's no harm in doing a quick warm-up body weight set of dips just to make sure that your body's ready for that plane of motion while holding an excessive load around your waist, and because obviously it's going to put a lot of tension and pressure in through your arms and shoulders. So you just want to make sure that area is ready for that type of movement. So that's why I do the warm-up set of dips even by the time I get to this exercise, which is my 3rd exercise. And as you can see, I did add another 25 pounds when compared to last week. I should be able to get back up to 3 plates by next week doing the same exercise. Believe it or not, doing dips is actually one of my favorite movements. Triceps in general are one of my favorite movements to do. But I'm really looking forward to continuing to add weight with this and really focusing on those heavy controlled drops. This is one of those exercises, guys, where, you know, as long as you have the shoulder mobility, it's really easy to overload with a lot of weight. And as long as you have the bar set up properly so that when you get to the bottom of the movement, your feet touch the ground, it is safe to overload with a lot of weight. You don't have to worry about falling and hurting yourself because you can catch yourself with your feet every time. And as you can see here in the recover reps, I was feeling quite fatigued, so if you have to take a 2-second break in between your reps just to get back up there and complete them, that's 100% okay to do. Get in the mentality of finishing the sets, not doing every rep in a row. Oh man, those dips. I had one of my clients send me, so when I work with my clients online, they send me video footage of their workouts. One of my guys just happened to be doing 2 45-pound plates. He's catching up to me, so I had to boost up my cheat reps, which I actually think I can go a little heavier on those. But man, those things kill, but it feels good. Must be the tank top. Just going Ultra Instinct in today's workout. Joe's not wearing Dragon Ball Z today.
Not today. Tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna keep supersetting with the upright rows. Today's not trap day, guys. I want to start hitting the traps a little bit more throughout the week. Whenever you have a lagging muscle group, it's always good to hit it 2, sometimes 3 times a week. And you know, although I can roll my shoulders like everybody else in the world and make my traps look big, I want them to look big naturally without having to do that. So we're gonna hit this set. And I also want to make note that I decided to take the extra trap work into the dips as well. So in between every set of dips, I was doing another 12 repetitions of upright rows just to make sure that you're keeping your hands outside of shoulder width to avoid any kind of shoulder impingement. Well, guys, that wraps up today's workout. Me and Joe crushed it. Feeling so much better than last week. The energy is pouring in. I mean, I'm sure my face doesn't look too energized. I probably look tired as hell. I got like Ultra Instinct Goku shirt, Superman hair falling down. Doing whatever I can to try to get motivated. Right? But anyway, so we're splitting this workout up. The normal cheat and recover, you do a lot more, well, not a lot more, probably like 4 or 5 more exercises. But what we did was we increased the sets for the exercises we did today. Then we're gonna do the other half of the workout tomorrow, which is gonna focus a lot more on shoulders and abs. Just like I said, I'm trying to get into the gym 5 days, 6 days a week. So instead of just doing the 3 workouts, because they're push-pull legs, dividing them up so that the workouts are a little bit shorter as I get used to training in the morning. But we had fun. Now let's get out of here. It's time for some morning Quaker Oats and protein. But I'm out of protein. But lucky for me, there's plenty more where that came from. Yoink. But there is one issue. Erica didn't order more Nespresso. So. Well, you're supposed to order it before we run out. That's the deal.
Sorry, boss.
I buy, you order.
I will order right now, boss.
We should just switch that deal. I order, you buy.
No.
What's going on? This is one of my favorite things to do in the morning. Oatmeal with protein. And then you stir it up. See? I mean, I know it looks gross to you, but it actually tastes really good. Not gonna lie, guys, not getting enough sleep last night really kind of kicked my butt. Even my wife told me, she's like, you need to go take a nap. So I napped for a few hours, then I've been editing all day, and now the family wants to go work out. Krista, everyone saw you on Instagram in Walmart. They were like, what's up?
My tomato face.
Yeah. Joe saw it. He's like, what were you doing to Crystal?
Torturing me.
Torturing her?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you gonna work out today?
Yes.
Nice. What's up, Charlie? You guys wanna see? Slap Charlie's butt so people can see. She loves it, watch. Oh yeah. Look, even Bello's getting in on that action. You're so weird. Why do we have such weird animals?
They're good animals.
Back at the studio. Erica's right in her seat where she always goes.
That's damn straight.
Finishing my post. I gotta finish my post. I have to finish my post.
I do, babe.
Mwah.
Ooh, you shocked me.
I did shock you.
Oh my god, that hurt.
Well, now that we're back at the studio, what I'm gonna do is find some good lighting. There we go. I am gonna hit some abs and cardio while the ladies do their circuit. I just like filming you. This is my.
Why? Because I'm beautiful.
You're so amazing. Not everybody knows who you are. This is my stepdaughter, Crystal.
Hi.
Hi, Crystal. Do you want me to give you a workout today, or are you gonna do your own?
Now I'm going to do my own.
Fine, whatever. Wham!
He wears leggings.
He's from Salem. All we need is the Uggs now.
They're leggings. Man leggings.
I think you're just jealous of my Meggings.
Babe, you wear yoga pants.
These aren't yoga pants. I don't do yoga.
All we need are the Uggs now and your look is complete.
Do you see this shirt I have on?
Yeah?
Do you know what it is?
No, but it completes your look.
Damn right it does. So while the family decided they wanted to come to the studio and get some working out in, I decided to just do some supersetting with abs. And all I did was 10 sets of 2 exercises. The standing oblique crunch, I did 15 repetitions per side, ensuring that I'm going all the way down and all the way up with every single repetition. Then as soon as I finished doing 15 reps on the left and then 15 reps on the right, I immediately went behind me and I started doing one of my favorite exercises, which I call a deep crunch. And with the deep crunch, guys, you can add weight to this movement by either holding the plate above your body like I'm doing here, or you can even get a lighter weight and hold it behind your head. And because you're holding it behind your head, obviously, if you know anything about levers, it makes the weight actually feel a little bit heavier. So if you don't want to hold a heavy plate above your head, you can grab like a 5 or 10 and it'll feel just as heavy holding it directly behind your head doing the movement. So for this exercise, guys, all the way down, shoulders touch the floor, and then up as high as you possibly can, on every single repetition. And then while I did that, the ladies did what they do. My wife and my daughter love working legs and upper body together, so they do full body workouts. So I just got some quick footage of them to show you guys that we actually did do a workout as a family. Tell everybody what you're doing.
Arm workout.
How's for your back?
Whatever.
She don't want my help?
Yeah.
Has a world-renowned trainer at her fingertips. Doesn't want my help. Typical kids. Typical kids. Keep up the good work, Crystal. Get those gains. Get those gains. Yeah. Aw, that was it?
Yeah.
That was the last one?
Yeah. You're too late.
Yeah, get those foam gains. Foam gains, babe. Yeah. Yeah. And here's Bello. This is his spot. As long as he can see everybody. Here's Bello's point of view. He can see Mom, his sister, and me. All in one place. Check it out, guys. My new movies just arrived. I pre-order all my movies on Best Buy because I like the steelbook cases because they look cool. So Jumanji just came in. This is the new one with The Rock and Kevin Hart, Jack Black. This movie is so funny if you guys haven't seen it. And it pays homage to the original Jumanji 2 really well, which I thought was cool. And in this movie, I haven't seen it yet. It's called Downsizing with Matt Damon. It's like, basically, you become 1/8, no, not 1/8, like much smaller than that, 5 inches. 5 inches in total height, but like all your assets also get downsized. So, I mean, like they had like $100,000 and it turned into like a couple million, and they were able to live like a much better life. I haven't seen it yet, but it looks really interesting. And the knees already came in last week. I just haven't had time to catalog them. I catalog all my movies so I can keep track of what I have whenever Black Friday comes around. I want to go out and buy a ton of movies, but Justice League needs no introduction. But this movie was actually really good. Murder on the Orient Express. If you haven't seen that yet, definitely check it out. And this is just me feeding my anime problem I have. Actually, my buddy John got this for me. Thanks, John. And now my plan for the rest of the night is I have some food, obviously, that I need to eat. And then I'm going to be sitting in my chair, editing on my computer to make sure I have all my videos ready to go for both of my channels. And, you know, week 2, you know, I'm really enjoying these morning workouts. Although today, like I said, man, I woke up, I got the workout done. I was actually stronger this morning, even though I only had 4 hours of sleep. I was stronger this morning than I was last week for my push workout. Joe was the same way. Getting up is not the issue. It's going to bed early. That's going to be the hardest habit for me to break. If any of you guys have any suggestions for me other than like going to bed earlier, that's not the problem. I went to bed early. I just could not fall asleep. I'm thinking I don't want to turn to things like melatonin, but if it helps me at least get on the right schedule for a little bit of time and then I can get off of it, that'd probably be, you know, not a bad alternative. But if you guys have any suggestions, definitely let me know down in that comment section below. And I'm glad you guys are supporting the vlogs. I promise it won't take away from my other content that I do. If anything, it'll make that content richer and better because I'm actually having a lot of fun doing these. So hope you guys have a great night. And as always, more good stuff coming soon. See you guys.